Twitter turned into an absolute Reddit. Threads exploded overnight. They didn't just lose to the on Sunday night. It wasn't a defeat. It was a full-blown humiliation that confirmed every fear Browns fans have ever had about their franchise's dysfunction. And one name sits squarely at the center of it all. War zone, Cleveland Browns, Pittsburgh Steelers imploded, Dillon Gabriel. If you watched that game, you know this wasn't your typical quarterback meltdown. It was a total system failure, broadcast in prime time for the world to see. Gabriel didn't just struggle, he collapsed. The stats alone tell the story. 50 pass attempts. Read that again. 50 desperate throws trying to save an unsalvageable performance. The result, barely 220 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 0 spark. No leadership, no rhythm. Nothing resembling NFL-caliber quarterback play. Sure, his completion rate looked fine on paper, but anyone watching saw the truth. Checkdowns, dump-offs, and timid 3-yard passes on 3rd and 8. This wasn't offense, it was surrender. Pittsburgh's defense didn't even bother disguising their coverages. They set in simple too-high looks and dared Gabriel to throw deep. He couldn't, or wouldn't. Open routes went ignored, receivers were stranded midfield, and by the 4th quarter, Steelers defenders were literally laughing between plays. It wasn't just bad football, it was embarrassing. That's no exaggeration. Cameras caught it all. Steelers defensive backs were smiling, pointing, and mocking the Browns offense in real time. When do you ever see professionals clowning opponents mid-game? Only when the quarterback play has completely fallen apart. Browns fans watched in disbelief as frustration turned into full-blown rage, and social media exploded. Twitter became ground zero for Cleveland's meltdown. Memes hit instantly. One viral post showed Dillon Gabriel photoshopped onto a practice squad roster with the caption, "Finally found his level." Another compared his stat line to Brandon Whedon's, showing the retired quarterback somehow looked better. Within hours, retweets and likes were piling up by the thousands. The discourse turned savage. A brutal tweet with 47,000 likes read, "We traded Joe Flacco for this starch." Another fan posted, "Dillon Gabriel isn't the answer. He's the problem drowning this franchise." Replies flooded in with laughing gifs, clips of missed throws, and highlight reels of Gabriel's endless checkdowns. This wasn't just frustration anymore. It was revolt. Even national media jumped in on the chaos. Colin Cowherd opened his show declaring, "The Browns have their real franchise quarterback sitting on the bench while Stefanski ruins the season with blind loyalty to an overmatched player." Then Stephen A. Smith took it up a notch. He didn't just criticize. He detonated. "This isn't bad coaching. This is coaching malpractice. Everyone watching can see it. Shadour Sanders gives the Browns their best shot at winning. Everyone except Kevin Stefanski, apparently. He refuses to make the obvious switch. Why? Pride, politics, stubborn loyalty, whatever it is, it's tanking the season fast. Even analysts who never agree are on the same side now." Skip Bayless nodded along with Stephen A. Smith, saying, "I've watched Shadour since Colorado. The young man has NFL arm talent, leadership, and fire." Meanwhile, Dillon Gabriel looks completely overwhelmed against real defenses. It's simple. Play your best quarterback, but Cleveland won't do it. Former players piled on too. Robert Griffin III tweeted, "If your quarterback throws 50-plus passes, gets 220 yards, and 0 touchdowns against a division rival, your offense is broken, period." Another ex-Browns quarterback privately texted a local reporter, "Everyone inside that building knows Shadour should be playing. Coaches are just scared to admit they messed up." And the numbers back them up. This isn't one bad game. Gabriel's been struggling all season. Defenses have figured him out. His reads are slow, his arm underwhelming, and his pocket presence practically non-existent. Yet the coaching staff keeps rolling him out there expecting something new. That's the definition of insanity. Now the locker room's reaching a breaking point. Sources say players are fed up. Offensive linemen are tired of blocking for a quarterback who won't take chances. The frustration is boiling, and everyone knows it. This isn't just a quarterback controversy anymore. It's a team unraveling from the inside. Cleveland's offense is collapsing in plain sight. The offensive line's buying time, receivers are running sharp routes, and Dillon Gabriel is just dumping it off every play. He's choosing safety over aggression, ignoring open looks downfield. One veteran receiver reportedly told a coach, "Why am I running deep routes if my quarterback won't throw past 15 yards?" Meanwhile, the defense is furious. They played championship-caliber football against Pittsburgh, holding the Steelers under 20 points, forcing turnovers, giving the offense perfect field position, and Gabriel wasted everything. The locker room's splitting. Sources say one defensive captain confronted Gabriel post-game. Words were exchanged before teammates pulled them apart. Stefanski brushed it off in public, but insiders say tension has reached critical levels. And the most painful part? Shadour Sanders is just sitting there, watching it all unravel, knowing he could change everything. His teammates see it too. They've watched him in practice, seen the arm strength, the poise, the confidence. Everyone in that locker room knows he gives them the best shot at winning. Yet the coaching staff keeps him benched, trapped by draft politics and pride. No one understands it anymore. Reports now suggest veterans are quietly pushing for a change. Multiple players have approached Stefanski directly, asking him to give Shadour a chance. Even the offensive coordinator and several position coaches reportedly agree Gabriel's limitations have become impossible to hide. But Stefanski, he's standing firm, publicly defending a sinking ship as the locker room loses faith and the season slips away. Let's address the elephant in the room. This isn't just about Dillon Gabriel's struggles. This is about Kevin Stefanski's coaching credibility collapsing in real time. His refusal to adapt, his blind loyalty to a quarterback who's clearly overmatched, and his failure to recognize the obvious solution sitting on the bench is destroying his reputation across the league. Privately, other coaches and front office execs are already questioning his judgment. Has he lost the locker room completely? The breaking point came during Stefanski's post-game press conference. A reporter asked directly, "Have you considered playing Shadour Sanders given the offense's struggles?" Stefanski's answer, "Dillon gives us the best chance to win." Twitter erupted. That quote instantly became a rallying cry for angry Browns fans demanding a coaching change. One fan edited the clip with a laugh track, another set it to circus music. The internet mockery was relentless. And here's the painful truth. This Browns roster is built to win right now. Elite defense, explosive receivers, a solid offensive line, and reliable special teams. Every piece of a playoff team is there, except a competent quarterback. Gabriel's limitations are handcuffing the entire offense, while Shadour Sanders, the clear spark they need, sits idle on the bench. Pittsburgh fans are having the time of their lives. Their timelines are filled with trolling comments like, "Thanks for the easy win, and please keep starting Gabriel. Sincerely, AFC North." The loss didn't just sting, it shifted momentum in the division and torpedoed Cleveland's playoff hopes before Thanksgiving even arrived. This wasn't just another defeat, it was a season-defining disaster. The national narrative flipped overnight. Just weeks ago, analysts called the Cleveland Browns a dark horse playoff contender. Now they're the NFL's latest punchline. Talk shows are roasting the franchise for organizational chaos, wasted defensive talent, and coaching incompetence. Cleveland has once again become the league's laughingstock. Another promising season destroyed by a quarterback crisis. Fans who've endured decades of heartbreak watch their brief glimpse of hope crumble in real time. The Shadour Sanders situation grows more absurd by the day. A fifth-round rookie outshining the higher draft pick in practice, with teammates quietly backing him and fans screaming for a change. Even national media are asking the same question: why won't they play the better quarterback? The answer? Pride and politics. Gabriel's starting job has become a sunk cost, and the Browns refuse to admit their mistake. They poured draft capital, public hype, and reputation into him, and now they're letting ego bury their season. Meanwhile, the better option, confident, hungry, and clearly capable, sits on the sideline waiting. By Monday morning, Twitter was merciless. Trending hashtags like #StartShatter and #GabrielGottaGo dominated timelines. Fans were creating mock trades, editing posters with Gabriel's face under the headline "Missing Browns Offense," and turning social media into a full-blown anti-Gabriel movement. The message couldn't be clearer. Cleveland's loyalty to failure is becoming its biggest enemy. The creativity was wild, the anger undeniable. Cleveland fans made their message crystal clear. They want a quarterback change, and they want it now. Some even organized digital protests, flooding social media with Shadour Sanders profile pictures and hashtags demanding action. Thousands joined coordinated tweet storms targeting the Browns' official accounts. Fan podcasts dropped emergency episodes breaking down Dillon Gabriel's failures and pleading for Shadour's promotion. This wasn't a small outcry. It became a united fan movement. The majority of the Browns' base is now standing behind one demand: start Shadour Sanders now. The organization has reached a breaking point. Either they keep backing a failing quarterback and risk losing the locker room completely, or they admit the mistake and give Shadour the chance to save what's left of their season. Time's running out. Division rivals are gaining ground and the playoff window is closing fast. The Cleveland Browns have officially become the definition of organizational dysfunction. A talented roster is being wasted, an elite defense is being squandered, and the one quarterback who could spark a comeback remains benched. This isn't bad luck. It's coaching malpractice. A complete disconnect between leadership and reality is destroying a team built to win, while fans scream for the obvious fix that management refuses to make. The Pittsburgh loss made everything crystal clear. Browns fans finally saw what they feared all along. This team doesn't have a quarterback capable of winning meaningful games, and the coaching staff refuses to make the change everyone's begging for. The season's spiraling out of control. While the solution sits on the bench, the result? A social media meltdown, Twitter chaos, national mockery, and a franchise drowning in its own stubbornness. Now only one question remains: how long before Cleveland makes the inevitable switch? Every week, Stefanski delays it. His credibility sinks deeper. Every start for Gabriel pushes the fan base further away. Every loss slams the playoff door tighter. Meanwhile, Shadour keeps his head down, working quietly, waiting for the moment that everyone knows is coming. Browns fans have spoken loud and clear, through memes, posts, and endless threads. Gabriel isn't the answer, he's the problem. The city knows it, the players know it, and honestly, the whole NFL knows it. So when will Cleveland finally face reality? What was supposed to be the Browns' big comeback season has turned into yet another quarterback disaster. Another wasted year fueled by pride, indecision, and a refusal to make the one move that could still save it. Start Shadour now.